you go. All right, Shalom. Want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. Double honors to our venerable apostles and elders, our great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the Lord's elect, the house of David. All right, it's the brother Haran coming back at you with another lesson. There's a live lesson. All right, and you know, as you can see, I'm in the dark. But what had happened was I wanted to come out a little earlier, you know, and then just do a nice little video, you know, end off, you know, on the sunset. You know what I mean? But I got held up at work a little longer. All right, so I'm like, you know what? Whatever time it is that the Lord grants me to be able to come out here, then we'll just go about that. We'll go about it doing it that way. All right, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this thing up a little bit over here because I can't even see anything. All right, so 1 second. Let me just see if, all right, I think you can see now. All right, we're just gonna work with what we got, all right? Anyway, so today is December 30th, all right, 2022, 2022, all right, the year where Yahweh Bashem Yahushua turns up, okay? And, you know, I just wanted to just basically do this video as a testimony. As a matter of fact, let me hang this light over here. Maybe you'll be able to catch. There you go. All right, that's good. All right, I just wanted to do this quick testimony, all right, as we end this year, going into so-called 2023, all right? And, you know, I'm going to use myself, all right, and my brother, all right, as an example or, you know, basically in a testimony of pretty much 2022, man, you know? And before I do that, I'm going to start off with this precept here. And just make sure I'm not getting any calls unexpectedly. All right. Shalom, shalom, Yahbashim Yahshua Brakatham. Okay. We're going to start off with the book of Joshua. All right. Because we're entering into the most pivotal time. All right. If you're a so-called believer, all right, you got these so-called Christians out there who claim to believe and so on and so forth. All right. This is the most crucial time. Okay. If you're a so-called believer, this is the most crucial time as we're entering into 2023. You got to buckle up, okay? Because all the signs are pointing to a very tumultuous 2023, man. Right out the gate, all right? Who knows how the Lord is going to play this thing out? But right out the gate, we know that it's going to be hectic, all right? We're entering into the time of Jacob's trouble, okay? And those of us who know, okay, the Lord pretty much showed us that He's going to be with us, all right, even in a time of adversity, okay? And we got to believe on that, okay? Revelation 3:10. Let's start off with that. Okay, if Yahushua has mentioned it, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has mentioned it and sanctioned it, then why would you not believe it? Huh? Why would you not believe what the Lord has said will happen? Okay, this is a book of Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Okay, and that's talking about the whole entire earth. Okay, the oikomeni, all right, sense. Meaning the whole entire inhabited land, okay? From east to west, north to south, every continent, all right? Every country, okay? Every state, every city, all right? Especially the cities, man, all right? The troubles are coming, okay? But the elect are going to be delivered from that trouble that's coming, okay? Thus saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And this testimony is going to show you, all right, how special the elect is to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, okay? So let's get that in the book of Joshua, chapter 1 and verse 9. It says, have I not commanded thee? Be strong and of good courage. Be not afraid, neither be thou dismayed. For the Lord Yahweh, thy power is with thee, whithersoever thou goest. Okay, and I'm going to jump right into the testimony. All right, you know, just brothers and sisters who going to be watching, just bear with me. All right, there are certain parts that it does get a little emotional. All right, but again, it's ultimately almost like a storybook. All right, it's almost like if you were to write what I'm about to talk about, if you were to write it down and read it, all right, in the future or whatever, you might be like, damn, you know what I'm saying? The Lord really does, you know, be there for his people, okay? And, you know, Lord willing, this testimony is going to, you know, help brothers and sisters out, you know, that keep your faith, man. No matter what you go through, just keep the faith because Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is with us. Okay, now I'm going to start off with last year, 2021, okay, when the whole Vanessa thing started, okay, I was living in a different location. All right. And, you know, I had just gotten a new job, you know, working over there, whatever, you know, and I'm going to give certain parts, I'll give specifics. Other parts I will leave out, you know, just for personal reasons. All right. But Yeah, because you never know who be watching these videos, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, just to use wisdom, all right, I was working in a security company, okay, but where I used to be at. Okay, so I was there for, I want to say about 3-4 months. All right, and before that time, that was 2020. All right, pretty much the whole 2020, you know, bros wasn't working. You know, they had the whole demic situation, whatever. So, you know, having a job and doing these different things was a little hard, but we got through it. Okay, so I got this job, started working there for about 4 months. Okay, and when I got 4 months in, all right, I had to move. Okay, with my Eve, we moved from where we was at to a different location, about 2.5 hours away from, you know, where I was living at before. You know, and that was all the will of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. So, you know, I moved out, and when I moved out, you know, basically I'm in a state of uncertainty. All right, I don't have a new job. You know, jobs are hard to come by. You know, and then, of course, 2021 is what we're talking about. They had the whole Vanessa situation pop up on the scene. All right, so, you know, we were staunchly against it. You know what I'm saying? We knew exactly what time it was, right? So, you know, we kept praying. We kept our faith. All right, and you know, I started getting like little jobs here and there. You know, I was doing Instacart, which is like the food delivery shit, grocery delivery, whatever. You know, but that's not consistent. You know what I'm saying? You gotta bust your ass, like, basically just you gotta go in. All right, and where I'm living at, it's not that easy to gain, you know, batches and whatever and so on and so forth. So it's hard to live off of that, you know. But hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai, we got through it day by day, you know, step by step. You know, you never let your faith, you know, waver. All right. So then they came down with the Vanessa mandate, and when they came down with the Vanessa mandate, the security job that I was working, basically they asked me, hey, basically in order for you to come work with us, you got to take the thing. They're asking that everybody take it, you know. And he said, you know, just I don't mean to invade your privacy, but like, did you take it? I said no. And at first I was thinking about, you know, just saying yeah, and then I could get the job. So I spoke to my brother, and he was like, yo, you know what? Let's just keep their faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, tell them what it is, and if they say yes, then cool. If they say no, then whatever. The Lord will provide for, you know, another way. I said, yeah, you're right. You know what? Let's do it that way, because that's how we move. So around, I want to say August, September, October, all right, of 2021, I'm jobless, right? I don't got a job, whatever. So I stuck to Instacart, just kept doing that shit, you know, day by day. And around like the winter time, you know, I was like, damn, like I started praying to the Lord. I said, Lord, you know, here it is. It's freezing out here. It's snowing. You know, here it is. I'm busting my ass. Wake up early in the morning, go do this Instacart shit, drive all day, all right? All day through the snow, my car drifting, because at that time, my back tires was like fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to work hard so I could pay my rent, you know, pay all my bills, and then get some money on the side so I could pay, you know, get some new tires in my car. You know, so I'm like motivated, you know, like every day waking up, I gotta go work, And I hated it, you know what I'm saying? But I always knew ultimately how Bashim Yahushua is testing us. All right, so, you know, I just kept going. And I remember getting to a point, you know, it was a Sunday, I came back and I was talking to my Eve, and I was like, yo, I'm so fed up with this shit. I'm tired of this shit. I worked my ass off all day, and I came home with only $90. The hell is that gonna do for me? $90? The fuck? Like, here it is. Inflation is kicking in. You go to the gas station, you spending $40, $50 just to fill up your tank. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, $90 is like, it's gonna be gone in a day or two, you know? So I never wavered. I just kept going every day. And then around February, you know, the Lord opened a way for me. All right, I got a job working at FedEx. All right, so I remember they called me back that, yo, you got the job. It was a Friday. All right, so I got the job on a Friday, and then the Saturday, I'm, you know, driving on my way back down to the city for camp. And as I was driving, it had snowed. Like, as I was on the way, like an hour driving in the way, it started to snow crazy. But where I was at, the snow had already started where I was gonna get to. So it was like an hour away from my house. It had already snowed and it was coming towards me. So me driving, I'm not even aware that it's already snowed in front of me. So, you know, I'm driving, whatever, being mad cautious because my tires are all fucked up. So I'm here like, yo, you know? So I'm driving nice and easy, and I get like an hour and a half away from my house, basically in between where I'm trying to go and where I left from. Right in the middle, an hour and a half away, I got another hour to go. Boom, car just slips up out of nowhere. I ran to the side of the fucking road, got into an accident right there. So I'm here like, yo, what the hell is going on? You know? So got into a car accident. And prior to that, I was going to camp. You know, where I live about 2.5 hours away from where brothers be at. You know, so every Saturday I'll take the trip down, come back and forth. And I don't mind doing that. That's actually my highlight of the week. You know what I'm saying? Like, it sounds sad, but it's true. You know, we don't really got any life besides this. You know what I'm saying? So Saturday was like the highlight, you know, and plus I live 2.5 hours away from brothers. So that one day I make it a thing. It's an obligation. You know, you gotta go down, you gotta say hi to brothers, you gotta be with brothers, you gotta teach with brothers, and so on and so forth. You know, and at that time the Lord had it where, you know, we were after camp, we'll go shalom the elders, and then we'll learn, we'll teach, you know, and so on and so forth. You know, we'll get involved. You know, and we had a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? So the Lord had it where we were directly right next to the apostles. So any questions we had, hey, through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, they gave us the answers. You know, and we took it, we built on it, and we kept on going. You know, keep thanking Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? So we never took that for granted, you know, and plus we young. You know, young brothers, you know, you get excited, but hey, it's all ultimately through Yahweh Bashim Yahushua that kept us going, you know? So that happened, and I called my brother right away. I said, hey, I'm on my way to camp, and this what just happened. He was like, what? I said, yeah, bro. It's like, it's never happened before. So I was like, oh, shit, all right. Hey, maybe Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is trying to say something. Let's just wait and see. So I'm getting a little cold. Slack here. 1 second. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. So, you know, when that happened, I was like, damn, all right, cool. So now I don't got a car. I can't really do shit. And I got a job that requires me to drive to the job. So I'm just like, damn. So I spoke to my Eve. I said, hey, yeah, at this point, you know, she had to go to work. So I called her right away and I said, hey, you might have to come pick me up. So she came, scooped me up, and then we left. So on my way, I'm talking to the insurance people, you know, letting them know, hey, this what just happened, blah, 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 whatever. And it's crazy because a month prior to that, I used to have full coverage on my car, but it was too expensive, plus inflation. It was hard for me to keep up. So I said, you know what? I've had this car for the past 7 years. So let me just take off the insurance shit. Let's make it liability. You know what I'm saying? So whatever happens, you know, it is what it is. You know, no, I think it was comprehensive. So if something happened, it wasn't full coverage. It was some insurance shit. You know, these people, insurance just simply means fraud. So to me, it's like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You don't really believe in that shit. It is what it is. You pay for free, basically, all right? You could pay all year round. If you don't get into an accident or nothing happens, they took your money for free. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so I called them. I said, hey, this is my situation. This was going on. They said, oh, you changed your policy last month, so there's nothing we could do for you. I'm like, what? So I've been paying you guys for 7 years, and then the one time that I actually need you, you telling me you can't take care of it? So I'm like, bruh. So I called my mom and I said, hey, listen, this is what's going on. I'm on my way home right now. This is what, da, da, da. She's like bugging out. I told her, yo, calm down. And it's crazy because when it happened, it was sudden, out of nowhere. I wasn't speeding. I wasn't doing, it just like slid out. The car just slid. And all I knew was I lost control and then boom, crashed. The driver's side got hit into a pole. And then the car spun out for a little bit and then boom, I gained control. At that point, the car is already fucked up, but I wasn't hurt. So I said, hey, you know, that's the Lord. You know, the car, you know, it literally just missed the driver's side and it hit the passenger behind me, like their door. You know what I'm saying? So car's fucked up, the whole back is ripped up, whatever. So, you know, fast forward to the next day, which was a Sunday, you know, I told my brother about it. So him and two of our other brothers in our camp, they drove up to me, you know, where I was at, you know, 2.5 hours away. They drove all the way up, you know, and it was freezing that day, but we went out and we talked, you know, we held camp, you know, and that was, you know, spiritual because, you know, it helped brothers get through shit, you know what I mean? So, you know, after that, you know, I saluted them and then blessed them, and then off they went back down to the city. All right, so I spoke to my Eve and I said, hey, listen, I got this new job and I don't have a car, so we're gonna have to share. We're gonna have to share your car. So she had to go to work around at this time she hadn't started her new job. So it was for the first month, all right, from February all the way to like, no, actually it was like 2 weeks. From the middle of February all the way to like the beginning of March. The first couple of weeks of March is when I was able to use her car back and forth. So I was working, busting my ass just working, and I hated that shit. I said, man, this job ain't for me, bro. But at first it's new and you need a job, so you just go ahead and you do it. So I stuck by that job, and then she got a new job, so she had to be at work at 8:30. So I'm like, damn, I'm here. My job, I used to go in at 3 in the morning to like 9 in the morning. So I told her, I said, I can't stay till 9 and I need the money. I gotta actually start working, staying over there and working. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to compromise. So I left my job, and I told him, I said, listen, I'm not gonna be able to stay till 9 no more. The latest I could stay is till 7:45. That way I could come back home, drop my Eve off at work, and then at least have the car for the rest of the day. And if I have to do some Instacart, I just do that. And then later on, go pick her up from work, and then, and that's it, So that's pretty much how I did it for, I want to say about almost 2 months, all right? So I'm losing money, but it's like, hey, you just got to go through it, And at that time, you had the gas prices was going up crazy, you know what I'm saying? Early 2022, the gas prices was insane, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, we just kept going day by day. You kept praying to the Lord. Hey, Lord, I don't know what this means. I don't know what this is, but if I've done any wrong, highlight it, show me what I did wrong so I could correct it, and if I haven't done anything wrong and this is just a test, hey, give me the strength so I can go through it, So, hey, I kept praying every day. And that's the point, brothers and sisters. You got to keep praying every single day. Don't give up, man. Just because you might not get what you thought you were going to get initially doesn't mean the Lord is not listening. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is always listening, man. Always, always listening. You never know. Okay, so keep the faith, man. Don't ever, 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 ever doubt the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Because once you do that, you're done. All right, you're done. It's your faith that's going to keep you going, especially in 2023. Okay, it's our faith that's going to keep us going every day, man. All right, so don't forget that. All right, but anyway, so right after that, about a month, 2 months in, my brother called me, and there's a spirit because I was actually on my way home and I was thinking about the same thing he called me about. So he said, yo, man, I've been thinking about this. Maybe I should just, pass you my car because I don't really use it. This shit is always parked here. So here, you use it, get your money so you could pay off the car, because at that time, the car's in the garage. You know what I'm saying? So, it's in the parking lot. Parking lot. It's in the workshop. They're working on it. And I'm here like, I got to pay out of pocket. So they gave me an estimate of about almost $8,000 worth of damages that I got to pay. So I'm like, damn, like, where am I going to go for help? And at that time, the Lord had blessed my brother with a car. You know what I'm saying? He was without a car for months, So the Lord blessed him with a car, and at that time we're not working, so we didn't have enough money to pay off the car. So we spoke to the mechanic, he's mad cool. We spoke to him and we said, hey, how about we do a payment plan? So we do a payment plan, and then we could have the car, and then we'll pay you little by little, maybe every 2 weeks or every other week or whatever, which is every 2 weeks, but maybe we could give you a little something, just to hold it down. And he said, okay. So then my brother started doing Instacart, you know what I'm saying? So he's paying off, little by little, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember like he'll call me and he'd be like, yo, I got to sleep in the car today because there's no parking and I got to wake up super early to go back and do some more of these deliveries, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, yo, man, look, just keep your head up. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is doing something for us, man. Just keep your head up, man, and let's keep going. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else we could do. My mom is not working. I barely have a job. You don't have a job. So that's the most we could do right now. So, I would just keep fighting, So, all this shit was going on. We wasn't saying nothing to nobody. So nobody really knows, you know what I'm saying? It's just kind of like, you just got to fight it, fight your battles or keep going, And he's like, every day he's calling me like, yo, man, I'm in the car right now. I just brought my pillow downstairs. I'm about to sleep in this car tonight, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, like, it's cold though. Like, he's like, no, I got my blanket. I'm ready to go. I said, all right, shit, and he'll call me. I'll call him, check in on him. He'll check in on me, day by day. We kept going. So, now we're in 2022. He said, nah, I'm not taking this shit. I'm not taking it. My mom said she's not taking it. So I'm like, all right, I guess we just gonna sit here and wait and see what the Lord does, you know? Hey, Shalom, Yabashim Yashar Brakatah, that's right. Yeah, Esau been shutting down all my pages, so it's like, I'm creating new pages all the time, but hey, as long as the word goes out and now you found it, so let's keep going, brother. So, hey, Shalom, Yabashim Yashar Brakatah. Today's the 30th, I told you I was gonna do this. All right, so today, fast forward 2022, like he's like, damn, bro, like, what we gonna do? I said, we just gotta keep fighting, man. The Lord is gonna provide. You know what I'm saying? Every day, that was always my message. The Lord is gonna provide. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. It's not gonna last for too long. We're gonna be all right. Just keep fighting. So, around like the summertime, around like May, back in like March, April, around there, I was coming back from camp because I had taken my Eve's car. So I'm driving on my way back home, and I'm just driving alone, and I just started thinking about it. The spirit kind of hit me. You know what I'm saying? The spirit hit me, and I remember in the car, just like, I just got chills, and I got angry. And I started asking the Lord, I said, Lord, what is this? What's going on? Like, this doesn't even make sense. This came out of nowhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't go out, we don't do shit. Like, all we do, our whole life, ever since we came to this truth has been, you serve Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and He'll take care of everything for you. That's always been our goal. That's always been our mantra. That's just how we live, And I'm sure brothers and sisters live the same way, but we take it a whole nother level. That's just what it is. All right, Spurs, it is what it is. So, I just it didn't make sense to me, and I'm very familiar with how Yahweh Bashim Yahushai works with us. You know what I'm saying? He always listens. He always listens. So, I prayed, I asked him, I said, Lord, my best friend at that time, he don't got a job. He just got fired from his job because he don't want to take the shot. My mom is not working. She don't want to take it. I'm not working. I'm not going to take it. And my brother's not working. He's not taking it. My Eve is not, she's now getting a job. She's not taking it. So we're just like, all 5 of us are just like in the same boat. So, I just said, Lord, at this point, there's nowhere else we can go. Nobody else to go to except for you. So I said, Lord, you got to show your hand, Lord. You got to show your hand. You got to show your hand, So my brother brought his car up, and I started using it. Started making some money, and then started paying off the car little by little. I call him, I say, how's it going? How much more we got left? He tell me, he said, oh, I just had to buy this part. I just found out that this is also damaged. I said, damn, bro, like, I'm thinking maybe a total of like maybe $4,000. I could work that out. I could pay you guys and have my car back. He said, nah, bro, we looking at around like almost 8,000. I said, shit, 8,000, man? Like, bro. So I told my brother about it. He said, damn, bro, this kind of like just knocked everything back because he's trying to finish paying off his car. So I'm like, shit, I guess we got to pay off yours and then worry about mine later. So, hey, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai had it where we were able to make some money and then pay off his car. So his car was good. So I was like, all right, well, my turn. So Yahweh Bashim Yahushai made a way, step by step. And then, the Lord had it where we were able to pay off my car as well. Around like June, all right, May, June of 2022, this year, I paid it off. And then they gave my car back, Gucci, everything all right. So I started going back to work. Now I was working more now, you know what I'm saying? But I kept praying. And then my boy, he got a job. I said, oh, Lord, that's 1 down. So 4 more to go. And then I really told him, I said, man, at this point, with the way the world is going, I'm okay if my mom don't got to go back to work. Me and my brother could work things out and take care of her. So she don't got to be dealing with, oh, this Vanessa shit and this job is requiring this, all this dumb shit. Like, we don't want to deal with that. All right, so she held down, she was like basically at home, She hasn't worked in the past 2 years. She's at home. So she just using all her savings. So I remember like around like early July, she called me and she vented to me. And that's when I said, nah, we gotta tighten up now. She said, hey, listen, I've been listening to you guys. You've been telling me that, oh, the Lord is working. He's going to do something for us. Look, I'm tapped out. All right, I'm tapped out. I've used all my savings. I don't got shit left. All right, I don't got nothing in the bank. I got bills to pay. I'm not working. Now you guys keep telling me to wait. At this point, I'm done. I'm about to go take the shot, and whatever happens, happens. I gotta take care of myself. And I said, Ma, hold on. Give us 2 weeks. All right, give us 2 weeks and let us do what we gotta do. I'm gonna speak to the Lord. Me and my brother, we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go to Yahweh Shemi Shai, and then we'll come back with word. So just give us 2 more weeks. And she said, "Oh, 2 more weeks is it? After 2 weeks, I'm gonna take that shot, and that's it. Whatever happens, happens." And I knew right away. I said, "Nah, something gotta give, because if this lady takes that shit, it's just me and my brother at that point. I'm gonna cut her off, because we told her years ago before all this shit came down, and she was like, 'Oh, you guys are conspiracy this, conspiracy that.' She was always against everything I said. And now we're living exactly what I said would happen. And now she's affected by it, but she don't know how to go about it. So all she was doing is basically listening to what we had to say. So if we fuck up and we wrong, we all fucked up, you know? And I'm like, man, there ain't no way I called upon Yahweh Bashim Yashai's name and put his name out there so much, and then he gonna fail us like that. There's no way. So I said, Lord, you heard what this lady said. She said 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, she's gonna take that shot and we're done. So that's gonna break my heart. I don't wanna see that happen. All right, so, you know, we need you to help us, Lord. So right then and there, like about a few days after that, my brother got an internship at the job that he was trying to work at, you know, because he wasn't going to school no more because the school was requiring the Vanessa. So I told him, yo, just stay home and we're going to buy you the books. You study and then do what you got to do, take it online, and then, hey, the Lord might open a way for you. So he started getting into coding. So he started doing that shit at home, studying, going over, reading books, book after book. You know, he would call me, he'd be like, yo, I finished this book, I'm doing this. I'm like, yo, keep going, man, keep going. And he was like, man, I feel some type of way because I feel like my spirit is kind of dimming a little bit, you know, like I'm not pushing as much as I want to. And I said, nah, don't think of it like that. Right now, the Lord got you in this situation. He got a certain spirit on you now to do what you got to do. After that, he's going to turn you back up. So just wait, just keep doing what you're doing. And he said, nah, you right. So it got to a point where he was just like, nah, I can't do this shit no more. I want to teach. Like, I'm not dedicated as much. Like, I'm doing this coding shit too much. I want to teach. So he stopped coding for a while, for like 3 months or so. And every time, you know, we'll meet up and we'll be hanging out, you know, we'll go out and teach, whatever, it'll always come up, you know, randomly. He'll come out and be like, yo, I miss coding, man. I miss coding, man. I miss coding. And I say, you know what, man? Yo, fuck all this shit. Everything we're going through is for a reason. But right now, how about this? You buy the books, stay home, however long it's going to take, just focus on that shit. Do what you got to do, and let's see what happens. He said, you know what? Let's do it that way. So he went back to coding, and he took it seriously, started working on that. So the Lord opened up a way. So within that 2-week window that my mom was like, oh, I'm gonna go take this shit. Within those 2 weeks, yo, the prayers, the fasting, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's name was being called every day. Every day. I said, yo, throw up them prayers, man. I'm over here throwing prayers. You throw up them prayers. Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's make his ears heavy because we need his hands to be shown right now, ASAP. I want this lady to see something. I told her, I said, Ma, within the next 2 weeks, we're gonna give you an answer. The Lord is going to give us an answer, so don't worry about it. That's what I told her. And at that time, I didn't even know that the Lord was doing something for us, man. I just said it, and I just went based on faith, and I left it at that. So within that 2-week window, my brother called me. He said, hey, I got the internship. I said, oh, call Lord Yahbashim Yahshai. Let's go. I said, let's go, man. Hey, I said, hey, you see, I told you, the Lord is working. Let's go. I said, tell that lady. Tell her what the Lord is doing. So we called her. We both spoke to her. I said, hey, listen. Things are going to start to stabilize a little bit now. The Lord is listening. All right, he's testing our faith, and we keep showing him, Lord, we got all kinds of faith, Lord. Keep calling upon us, and we're not going to let you down. We're not going to let the ball drop, all right? So, you know, she said, hey, listen, you know, at this point, I'm just going to go based on what you guys are saying and see what happens. But I'm just letting you know, if you guys don't come through, I'm going to go take that shot. And I said, all right, let's see. And I said, well, guess what? The Lord that we serve, he said that he's not going to let you take that shot, and that's final. So believe that, because I believe that. My brother believes that, and that's all that matters. And if you have, there's no other choice but to believe that, because you're living in the house of faith. 2 of your only sons are in this truth and pushing so hard, you got no excuse. You ain't going nowhere. You're going to follow us everywhere we go. If you want to live, you follow us, and that's it. And then that's when she was like, oh, shit, okay, all right, cool. She ain't got nowhere else to go. So I'll say probably 2 more weeks after that, the Lord opened up a way for me, and I got a job. So I'm like, damn, Lord, like, this is beautiful. And it came perfectly, too, because I kept praying, and then the Lord opened up a way where the job that I went into, it was one of the best places to be at. You know, I got this new security job, and it was in, like, a chill spot. I was like, yo, this is a blessing, man, because I went from lifting boxes at 3 in the morning, driving in the snow, and I remember was one time it was a snow out. You know what I'm saying? It was a blizzard and the company didn't even open. So I'm here like driving slow as fuck, waking up at 2 in the morning trying to get to work. And I get there and I'm the only one there, you know? And I'm just like, damn, I remember driving there and I'm like, Lord, you know, I wish like these people, if they're not gonna open, at least call me to let me know, hey, look, we're closed, so you don't have to drive through the snow to come over here, wasting gas, time, money. You could be sleeping, you know? So I'm like, Lord, hey, you know, it is what it is. So I drove over there, got there, and it was empty. So I asked the guards, I said, hey, you know, are they open today? He said, nah, bro, it's snowing, ain't nobody here. I'm like, damn, they didn't even tell me? So I turned around and I went home. And the whole time I'm praying, Lord, please get me home safe, because I'm driving a 2-wheel drive, you know what I'm saying? Like, it could just slip out, you know? So I said, Lord, please, Baba Kusha, just get me home. I don't live too far, but anything could happen, you know? So Baba Kusha, get me home so I could at least thank you. You know, I could bless you and do a video to, you know, thank you. So he got me home safe. I said, oh, Tuwadi Bashim Yashad. Boom. Did a video, and then that was it. So, you know, I kept working, you know, this new job that I got, you know, and the Lord had it where it was like, damn, this is completely different. I'm not lifting boxes no more. I don't got to be in this dirty ass trucks, you know, lifting, doing this. My back, every day I came home, I'll do 4 or 5 hour shift, and I'm just tired, man. Like, I couldn't do shit. Come home, take a shower, and that's it, you know? And, you know, again, this is a testimony. So, you know, the precept's gonna come, but again, just bear with me. All right, so I go through all this, and not once did I ever say, oh, this is, fuck this shit. Nah, I just kept going every day. Wake up, and I remember every morning when I was praying, I said, Lord, I don't know what this is. This is definitely gonna be a testimony when it's over. But just help me through, you know, day by day. Take it day by day. My knees be fucked up, my wrists, my back, my ankle. I mean, I was like, damn, I'm in pain. You know, I'm in pain, but you're working so hard, busting your ass all week, and you come home with $200, $300 a week. I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like, I can't even pay rent with this shit, you know? But hey, we kept going day by day, you know, day by day, man. I remember calculating everything. Like, every dollar I spent was calculated. I said, damn. So, gone. It's amazing how Yahushua can take us in and out of situations, especially these back-breaking jobs. That's right. Hey, yeah, bro. Trust and believe. Yeah, man. But you see, the thing is, the Lord will put you through some shit and make you think, damn, Lord, so that you could go back to him and ask for help, so he could come through and give you the help, so you can give him that glory again. See? So either way, however you look at it, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is the center. Okay? He's the centerpiece. He's the reason why these things are happening. You know? So you got to always keep it in perspective. All right? So keeping this in perspective, you know, I got this new job, and I told my mom. She was like, oh, this is so great. She's like, damn, hey. Then she started to see, like, oh, shit. Hey, maybe this God that these guys are worshiping, yo, he is really, like, this God is really that God. Like, yo. So I literally went from, like, a complete different world of busting your ass and making nothing to now I'm out here chilling. I'm sitting at a desk where I'm basically chilling, you know. I'm making okay money, you know, okay money where now I'm like, all right, I could pay my rent, you know, I could actually pay for gas and not even stress about it. You know, I could do things, I could move around a little bit. There's much more, you know, I'm feeling better. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta break my back or nothing. So I said, damn, Lord, the water, you know? So I was at that job for like, I was there for like 4 months. All right, 4 months. But here's where it gets better. All right. So throughout those 4 months while I was there, I ended up getting a ticket. I remember like earlier this year, me and my brothers was coming back from a holy day. It was a Passover, the Passover holy day. So the night of the Passover, we're going home. And then we got pulled over by a cop, a centurion. And what happened was when he came in, he didn't even ask a license. No, he just came in and he asked for my license. That's the only thing he asked for. He didn't even ask, he just came in, asked for license, and then he took it back there and then came back with a ticket. He didn't ask for registration. He didn't say shit. He just took it, boom, ticket, and then came back, and that was it. I said, yo, what the fuck? That was crazy. I said, damn. So, you know, I said, all right, cool. I'm going to take care of it, but I'm going to plead not guilty because fuck these niggas, you know? You know, that's all they care about is money, money, money. That's it. Stress people out for money. You know, so I said, man, I'm going to plead not guilty and see where this shit goes because I don't got money to pay these niggas. Plus, it wasn't the type of ticket where you could just go online and pay and that's it. Nah, they wanted me to come to the city. I'm like, I live like 3 hours away from the city. I'm not driving all the way there just for a damn ticket, man. So I postponed it. the hearing date, I postponed it, and they pushed it all the way to like October. I remember that shit. So I said, okay, well, this happened in March. All right, Passover thing happened in March. So they pushed the ticket all the way to October. I said, all right, cool. And then I got another ticket the day that I got into the accident back in February of this year. The Centurion who came there, the first one who came there, he helped me out. He said, hey, there's another accident that happened down like a few miles down, a few minutes down. I'm gonna go check him out, but I'm gonna call somebody to come check you out, help you out, and so on and so forth, and have you on your way in case of anything. I said, all right, cool. So the second Centurion who came in, this motherfucker comes in, looks at the situation, and gives me a ticket. I'm like, motherfucker, look, bro, I got into the accident. Like, the shit slipped out, like, it slid and crashed. There's nothing I could do. I wasn't speeding. He's like, yo, listen, I got to put something down. You know, you're going to have to fight with the court. You know, whatever you do, that's on you. I really don't care. I'm like, this nigga here, what a demon, bro. I cursed him out. I said, Lord, if you could end this nigga and his family, that'd be great. You know, put some hell on this bitch, you know, because that was fucked up what he did. And I was thinking, I said, man, if I was a so-called white woman, he would not give me a ticket. But I'm a so-called black man by myself driving, and I get into an accident. I get the ticket. Damn. So I said, all right, cool. I'm pleading not guilty. Fuck you too. So when the time came, they wanted me to come all the way to the court. So I went over there, and then when I got there, my whole shit is, look, I'm here to understand why the fuck I got this ticket. Because I could get off. Like, why am I getting a ticket for an accident that I didn't even cause? It just happened. It's an accident on ice. It snowed. Like, the first Centurion came and told me, yo, there's an accident in the front. So clearly, it's the conditions that caused this. This nigga gives me a ticket. I said, nah, I'm gonna fight it. So I went to the courthouse, which is like a 50-minute drive. Drove all the way there. So they were like, oh, this is gonna be the hearing. No, what did they say? I had to speak to the prosecutor, some bullshit. So I get there and they call my name. I sat there for like almost 2 hours. They call my name. I go in there into the courthouse and the prosecutor sits me down. She goes, so sir, this is what's going on. There's a plea bargain. What do you want to do? I said, I'm not here to plead nothing. I'm here to understand why I got a ticket. If you could explain that to me, then we could do something from there. She goes, oh, no. My job here is to make a deal. I'm not here to try to explain nothing because I wasn't there. So my job here is to make a deal with you. I said, what deal? She said, you plead guilty, you pay the fine, you're good to go. If you plead not guilty, then we're gonna have to go on trial. We're gonna have to take this to trial. And I'm looking at her like, so if I plead guilty, even though I'm innocent, if I plead guilty, what's the fine? She said, oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to process it, and then you go to the court, and then you go to the judge, and then you pay it over there. I said, no. You're not gonna get me like that, because what if you fine me for some shit I don't even have money to pay for? No, I'm not doing that. So I said, we're gonna go to trial because you're gonna lose. The Centurion gotta come in and prove that I was speeding. He wasn't even there when it happened. So how's he gonna prove that shit? He just said, oh, I had to put something down. Well, put something down, let's go. So I said, yeah, let's go to trial. And she looked at me all pissed off and worked up. Her face turned red. She said, you wanna go to trial? I said, yeah. Because I didn't get what I wanted here. I didn't come here to plead a deal. I came here to understand why I got this ticket. You didn't give me an explanation. Let's go to trial. Maybe I'll get an explanation there. She looked at me like, what the fuck? And all the Centurions over there, Edomites, man, they're all looking at me like their face turned like, this nigga here, you don't want to pay us money? You dumbass bitch. I look at them like, yeah, you niggas is definitely going to slavery for sure. They all look pissed. So I went in there, stood right in front of the judge. I said, Your Honor. He said, hey, this, and that. He said, so you're taking this to trial? I said, yes, sir. Your Honor, all right. He said, okay, well, we'll send you something in the mail, and then you go from there. I said, cool. The whole time, my mind is like, how about Shemi Ashai is going to get me through this? I'm good. So, came back home, and then a week or two after that, they sent me something in the mail that they were pushing my my court date, my trial date was going to be December 15th, I think. So, December's coming around, and right, I'll say 2-3 weeks before that, the date, they sent me a mail, and they said that, oh, your court date has been postponed to January. I said, oh shit, that's the spirit, because I really wasn't trying to go. So I said, beautiful. So then the one that I had, the other ticket that I got that was supposed to be in October, I went online and I pushed that shit back. So they pushed it all the way to November 20th. So that was the next day I had to actually go down to the city, but then they gave me another option where I could actually do the hearing online. So I'm like, yo, you know what? I worked that day. It was a Monday. So if I'm working that day, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask my supervisor, listen, I have a hearing, but it's all the way in the city. But I opted to do it online. So if you could give me like maybe an hour or two, I'm gonna go upstairs, use the Wi-Fi, and then, you know, just hear what they gotta say, and then I'll come back down and do what I gotta do. So that was my plan. So that morning, before I left for work, because my job at that time, I had to be in there at 6:30 in the morning. So like at 4:30, I wake up, say my prayers, get ready, and so on and so forth. So as I'm praying, I said, Lord, Bakusha, if there's any way, like today's the day where I got to do the hearing, I'm gonna take my computer with me so I could actually set it up so there'll be no problems. But if there's any way you could get me out of this, I'll be, yo, I don't know how. Thank you, Lord, because you know I don't want to do this shit. Like I don't want to go in front of these people and deal with these people. I really don't, man. But if you can get me out of this, Lord, oh, Lord, the water, man, I don't know how. Thank you. And I kept thinking, I said, is there any way I can get out of this shit? Is there any way? And there was no way. I said, well, I just got to deal with it. So I said, Lord, just give me the strength so I can go through it. So the morning comes, I get a call. They say, hey, we're calling you so we could set up this meeting. So, you know, you could do this hearing shit, whatever. I said, all right. So I set it up on my phone, trying to fix it. It wasn't working. So she calls me again. She said, hey, listen, I'll call you back in like 5 minutes, figure out the Wi-Fi situation, and let's go from there. I said, listen, my end is good. My Wi-Fi is good. I don't know what's going on, but I'm ready. So I said, you know what? Let me move to a different location and see maybe that'll work. So I went upstairs by myself quietly, and then she called me again. And then she said, she doesn't know why this thing is not working, because she says, yo, I can see that you're logged in. You're literally in the courtroom online, but for me to access to open so you could actually speak and interact, for some reason it's not working. And I said, damn, okay, well, you want us to try again a different way? She's like, yo, I've tried so many times, but they have a limit on how many times they can actually do the calling. So she said she just ran out of her limit, so she can't really call me again. So she's gonna reschedule me. I said, oh shit, okay. So I'm thinking maybe, oh, she's gonna reschedule me for like next month or some shit. Yo, she goes, you know, there are people who do trucks, like truck drivers. They can't come to the courts because they're always on the road. So sometimes some of them will call in online, like on the phone, and then, you know, go through the whole trial or whatever. So I'm like, she said, yeah, whenever she does that, everything works well, no problems. How come today this is happening? She said, this is so weird. This never happens. Right there, I knew. I looked up and I said, Lord, that's you. I said, oh, how about Shemi Shai? Here we go. That's you, Lord. You see, I was praying for an impossible way. I thought of every way I could get out of this shit. Nothing came to me. And now this, I said, oh, Lord, you at work. I said, Kolo ya Shemi Shai. And I'm already like happy. So I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna push it to like next month, which will be December. So, you know, I'm prepared for her to tell me, oh, next month come in and blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, cool. At least I have another month. Who knows? Maybe a month from now, the Lord could turn shit up so I don't got to deal with this shit. That's always been my mindset. So she goes, oh, the next available court hearing. She said, the next available court hearing is November 21st. I said, well, today is November 20th. Today was, no. The day was November 21st. She called me and said that the next court date that was available for trial was November 20th. So I'm like, wait a minute, November 20th? So I looked at my calendar. I said, wait, today is November 21st. You mean like, she said, no, 2023. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that a ticket that I got in March that I'm supposed to get a hearing for in October, and I rescheduled it to November, you mean to tell me that there's no other way to get another hearing till November of 2023? Oh, get the fuck out of here. I said, Lord, this is you. I said, how about Shemi Shai? This is you. Oh, I said, hey, I called my brother. I said, you see, the Lord is working. You see, I told you, yo, the whole day, that I'll say probably like 2-3 months before that day, it was always on my mind. I'm like, how am I gonna go to the city to do this shit? I gotta work. Or how am I gonna get out of this shit? Is there any way the Lord could push this back? Maybe a month or 2 back. Nah, he gave me a whole year back. I said, oh, Kolo ya Shemi Shai. What? I mean, damn, bro. I said, nah, this is it, yo. I said, but you know what? And at that time, this was November. I was gonna do a testimony on that. And then the Spirit told me something. I told my brother, I said, nah, wait a minute. The Lord ain't done. That's what I said. I said, I'm gonna wait till like the last couple of days of December to do this testimony because this is heavy. So, I get this job. I'm working there. They tell me, oh, listen, you don't got to come in for this trial till next year, November. I said, bruh, next year, November? Bro, man, we probably going to be in the kingdom. You know? I'm like, man, the courthouse is probably going to be blown up already and shit. You know, I'm praying like, Lord, turn things up. Things going to change. And once things change, oh, you got to come to the courthouse. Well, I ain't coming. I don't got the MOTB, so I can't come in there. Well, everything is online. Well, I can't go online because I'm not registered because I don't got the MOTB. Well, what you going to do? You have to throw that case out, buddy. Nah, you know? So I'm just like banking on that. And then December comes, and halfway through December, just praying. I said, Lord, hey, I know there's something else. I mean, we got 2.5 more weeks left for this month to be over, and the year's pretty much over. But I still have in the spirit, like, yo, there's something heavy that's coming, you know? I didn't know what it is, but I just knew there was something else. I say, hey, if we end off the year and nothing else happens, this was a good year. The Lord actually showed that he's with us, you know? So I said, man, either way, I'm doing a testimony. Yo, I kid you not, this is a week ago. This is a week and a half ago. But prior to that, weirdos out here in the dark like that. Prior to that, I told my brother, I said, man, if the Lord could bless us just a little bit more, that would be great. You know what I'm saying? That would be great. You know? So I get an email from my job. And I'm here like, shit, man. They telling me, yo, you got to come to the office, the main office. I'm like, shit, man. And, my job, I don't really do much, So I'm thinking like, man, what the fuck did I do now? Like, I didn't do shit. I've never been in trouble before. Everyone speaks so well of us. I'm like, damn, what happened now? So I told my coworkers, I said, hey, listen, they just called me to the office. I got to go. So when I come back, whatever it is they told me, I'm going to let y'all know. They're like, all right, cool, man. Hey, wait, I hope nothing bad is going on, but, be good. I said, all right. So I went there. I get there. They're like, hey, you want to do an interview? I'm like, an interview for what? They said, well, we have a managerial position open, and you are our prime candidate that we want to give you that job. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, there were 5 people that I wanted to have this position. It's like a real managerial position, like you overseeing a whole lot of shit in the company. So I'm like, I just started working here 4 months ago. 5-6 months ago, I was working at FedEx, busting my ass. My back was broken. I'm here like my knees, my back, my wrist, my ankle, my this, my that. Every day I'm going through some shit. And then 5-6 months down the line, here it is. This is what I'm getting. Get the fuck out of here, bro. So I said, damn, why me? She said, out of all the candidates, we've been watching you since you started working here. And every time I come into your building manager's always saying, yo, this guy you brought in here, and this guy he changed the whole culture. He said he's always raving about me. Like, yo, this guy's like always on time. He's always making sure everything is good. Even when I'm not in the building, I could leave for 2 weeks. And I know things are gonna be good because he's in the building. I said, damn, really? I'm like, he never told me this. He's like, nah, there's not something that they need that you need to know about. I said, that's cool. So she said, well, you're gonna have an interview with me, and then you're gonna speak to the district manager herself. I said, shit, all right, cool. So she spoke to me about it. She told me what the job entails and everything. I said, cool. So she takes me to the other room, so I meet with the district manager. So I sit down, and she starts talking. She said, hey, I'm glad you came in. This is kind of like a snap interview. We didn't tell you about it. It was kind of like a surprise. And we're doing that to test our candidates to see who is going to be able to stand in a moment just like that. Who's going to be able to, come through. And I said, wow, okay, well, this is definitely surprising, but hey, it is what it is. And I remember on my way there, I was praying to the Lord. I said, Lord, whatever this is, let it be good, and I believe that it has to do with whatever you're doing for us, So had the interview. I killed it. I know I killed it because when I was done, the lady's like talking to me about, oh, what we're going to be doing. And I said, oh, yeah, when they start talking to you about what we're going to be doing, that means that you already got it, So I said, damn, Lord, this is crazy. So I went home. I went back to my job, my regular post. And, just started, I was just chilling, like, damn, like, I can't believe this. And I told my coworkers, I said, hey, this is what's going on. They basically just interviewed me. They're like, damn, for real? I said, yeah. They're like, yo, you deserve it, bro. You the right person for this, blah, blah. I'm like, hey, we don't know. It's still an interview process, so we don't know. But even though in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I already got it. But it's kind of like you just want to just play the humble card because you don't know what people are thinking. You never know. Somebody might be plotting some funny shit. So I'm like, I'm just keep it cool. So Literally the 2 days after that, they say, yo, you got the job. I said, oh shit, like I didn't even apply for this. They just boom, you the one we picked. That's it. I said, wow. So hey, it was kind of like surreal, man. I was like, hey, call Lord Yahbashim Yahushua. I couldn't even know, I didn't know how to thank the Lord. I said, Lord, how do I thank you? You know? So this is my side of the thing. So now we're gonna go a few months earlier than that. I'll say about 2-3 months earlier. It's always 2-3 months, right? 2-3 months earlier than that. On my brother's side, you know, he's at home, he's doing his internship, whatever, and the internship came to an end. So when it came to an end, he said, hey, man, the internship is about to be over. You know, I don't know how the Lord is going to, you know, do this, but hey, if I get the job, cool. If I don't, we're going to figure something out. I said, you know what? The Lord is doing something. Just hang tight. You know, and I told him, I said, you're going to get that job, bro, because what we bring to the table is not something that the world can even think about. Like, the world does not do the kind of stuff that we do. And I told him, I said, look, we serve Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. That's the highest office any man could ever hold. So if you could do that job and do it well, there's no other job that Esau could give you or this world could give you that you can't do. I told him that. I said, just hang tight, man. If we pleasing the Lord, he's going to do something for us. All right? So just be all right. Just hang tight. So my mom is like, hey, let's just pray that he gets this job, blah, 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 whatever. I said, he's going to get it. Don't worry about it. So 3 days before he got the job, I called him. I said, yo, the Spirit is telling me that they're working on your package, man. You got the job. And he already knew he got the job because they had told him that he got the job, but he was waiting for it to be official, and then he could tell us. But the Spirit already told me, yo, he got the job. So I called him. I said, yo, they're working on your package right now. You got the job in a few days. They're going to call you, just like that. And he got quiet. He said, man, this nigga here again. You know? So when it was official, he called me. He said, yo, man, I got the shit. I said, yo. Call on Yahbashim Yahushua, man. I said, yo, I told you, man. I told you. He said, nah. But you know what's crazy? It's crazy because it's heavy because the day that you told me, yo, I have a feeling the Spirit is telling me that they got you and you got the package is being worked on right now. They're about to work on your shit. You got the job. I had already gotten the job. I just didn't want to say nothing yet. So I'm like, yo, when you were saying that, yo, but like, because it happens all the time. He's like, yo, every time you say some shit, it be like that. I say, well, it was the Spirit. You know, he calls me antennas. It was our little inside thing, you know? So he was like, man, I was like, what the fuck? How did he know? And I said, well, it's the Lord. Remember, we're men of the Lord, man. Don't ever take it for granted. You know, I remember when we were younger, the Spirit always talked to me, but I always think, oh, it's just me. And I'll never say anything. And then whatever the Spirit was saying will happen. And I'll be like, yo, I knew this was going to. And then brothers would be looking at me like, of course you knew. Every day you knew something was going. I'd be like, no, it's that. I'm being honest. Like, before it happens, the Lord will always show me. It's weird. So I told my brother, I said, here's what I'm going to do. Now, whenever the Spirit hit me, that whatever thing that is, that always hits me before shit happens, when it comes to me, I'm going to say it. So you could be a witness. He said, all right, cool. Mr. Antenna's right. You know? So ever since then, every time something happens, boom, I'll be like, yo, the Lord is, yo, this is about to happen. Let's watch and see. And then it'll happen. You'll be like, see, yeah, you see? So now we know I know how to respond whenever that Spirit hits, you know? So it's kind of like Samuel. When he first heard Yahweh Bashmiel call his name, he didn't understand how to respond to that. So he went to Eli and said, hey, were you calling me? He said, no. When you calling me, he said, no. The third time, he said, when that voice comes and calls your name, answer and say, yes, Yahweh Bashmiel Shai, your servant is listening, speak on. You know, basically. You know what I'm saying? So that's the same Spirit we got. Whenever you get that spiritual, you know, the antennas rise up and something is going on in the spirit world and you get that little, you know, you got to let it be known. Hey, brothers, watch out for this. This might be happening, da-da-da, and so on and so forth. We're spiritual at the end of the day. So, you know, he got the job. And then he said, look, I don't know how to tell this lady because she's going to fucking bug out. Like this, like how did this happen? We ain't go to school. You know what I'm saying? Like he's sitting at home. You know, I didn't go to school to get a degree or nothing like that. I'm sitting home, reading a book, studying coding by myself. To get a job like this, first I got the internship, something that's like, yo, you're not gonna get no internship with that. And then, not only that, I impressed them so much that, boom, now they offering me a whole position, like a position that engineers that actually have experience will be holding that position. I have no experience, but here it is, the Lord is blessing me with this position. I said, you see, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that's the God we serve, man. This is the power we serve. And I always tell my mom, I said, Ma, the name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushai. You pray those names, you never go wrong, man. Stick to that, man. Stick to that. She'll always be like, oh, yeah, whatever. She doesn't really take it seriously. And I told her, I said, by the end of this year, you're going to proclaim the same name, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, that we call upon. You're going to see. And she goes like, yeah, we'll see. Yo, so when my brother got the job, he told me, he said, yo, this is how much they offer me. I said, yo, yo, I said, El Kolo Yabashim Yahushai. Yo, I'm in the car bugging out, screaming, you know, and he's laughing. He said, yo, how we gonna tell this lady? I said, let me tell her. So he brings me to the living room on the phone. I said, Ma, you know, there's something going on that we just wanted to talk to you about, you know. And then she's like, oh, what happened? What happened? I said, nah, it's just, you know, like little things that's been going on. But basically, you know, you've seen what's going on over the past year, you know, and we told you that the Lord was gonna do something, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess you're gonna have to tell us. Is the Lord doing something? My brother puts the paper down, she looks at it, she's quiet. She's like, yo, I kid you not, for like 2-3 minutes, she was just quiet, speechless. And me and my brother just stopped. We were just on FaceTime, just looking at each other, just smiling like, yeah, see the Lord, you see the, you know? And the face that she's like, what? She said, what is this? We said, that's the Lord. Yo, what do you mean? What's the? She got up, she's like, am I dreaming? Am I dreaming? Yo, she get up, she giving my brother a hug. She's like, whoa, hold on. Let me look at this again. Oh, I can't believe this. Am I dreaming? I said, no, you're not dreaming. This is real life. This is what the Lord does for his servants. When you call upon Yahweh Bashim Yahushai and you believe on his name, he will always come through for you. She's like, oh no, there's no way. Oh my goodness, I'm dreaming. I gotta be dreaming. Oh, I gotta be dreaming. She's like going around the living room, running back and forth. She's like, no, I need like a week to see if I'm really dreaming or not. I said, Ma, you're not dreaming. This is real life. And I told her, this was before I even got my job. I said, don't worry, mine is also coming, so just wait. She said, no. I don't want to hear that right now. This is crazy. She's bugging the fuck out, Lord, going crazy. Oh, this, you know? And I'm like, hey, see how the Lord works? Bro, since that day, till today, she's like, yo, I feel like I'm still in a dream. I can't believe this. I said, well, believe it, because it's just the beginning. I told you. We went through a whole year just going through shit. You just told me. I said, remember 3-4 months ago? You called me on the phone talking about, oh, in 2 weeks, I'm done. I'm going to go take it. And I said, just give us 2 weeks. She wasn't even trying to wait till 2 weeks. She said, I'm done. I'm going to take it right now. I said, give us 2 weeks. Let us speak to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and then we'll get back to you. And those 2 weeks changed everything. The Lord said, I got you. I'm going to change everything, and then she going to really see my power. Boy, look at here. The power that she see in the... she saw that power like nothing. What? Man, till today. So when I got this manager position, it came out of nowhere. So I mentioned it to her. I said, hey, by the way, boom, this was going on. Oh, she said, what? What do you mean by this? Oh, this is crazy. She's going, you know, Jake Mom, she bugging out, go left, right, up. She called me, hey, oh, you know? I said, Ma, relax. I told you the Lord is doing something. Chill out now. She said, oh. So, long story short, about a week ago, she called me. She said, hey, are you free? I said, yeah, when I get home, I'm gonna call you. So when I got home, I called her. And she said, I gotta speak to you. I said, what's up? She said, the past year has really shown me something. And she said, I don't know how 2023 is gonna be, but I had a dream. And in the dream, she said in her dream, it was me and her walking. She said all of a sudden, all she could remember was that we took flight. She said something just picked us up and we started flying in the air. And it was myself, her, and a whole bunch of other brothers, she said. That's what she said she remembers. She said she doesn't know who these people are, but she just remembers being picked up in the air and we were just flying. And she said that she kept looking at me and asking me, yo, where are we going? Why are we flying? Like, what is going on? And I was just laughing and smiling. I said, yo, Ma, relax. Where we're going is going to be lit. You're going to love it there. Just trust us. It's going to be good. And she's just like, how, what do you mean trust me? Like, we're flying and I don't know where we're going and I don't know what the hell is going on. Are you telling me trust me? No. Tell me what's going on. I said, just wait. She said, right there after I said, just wait, she passed out. In the dream, she passed out. So she woke up. She said when she woke up, we were like in we were in a place like a house, like a big safe haven. And she said everyone that was there, it was men, women, and children. But she said the men were separated on one side and the women were separated on one side. And it was very harmonious. She said it was people who were so gentle, calm, you know, very peaceful. That's what she said. It was peaceful. Yeah, Khan, that's right. A chariot, that's right, brother. Sister, I should say. You know, Salakia. So, so she said all the people there were mad calm. They were like polite, beautiful. She was like, yo, what is this? Like, she couldn't believe it. She was like, I don't know these people, but it felt at home. It felt peaceful. She said there was no stress, no worries. People were like, she said, oh, the word she used was, she said it felt like pilgrims. That's what she said. I said, damn. So I went into the scriptures and I started giving her precepts, you know, building her up. And she got quiet. And she said, wow. And I gave her the scripture in Joel where the Lord said he's going to pour his spirit upon all flesh, you know. And I told her, I said, hey, the Lord could have given you a vision. You know, at the end of the day, you do live in a house with 2 prophets. So the Lord might just have given you a vision. I said, it's not far-fetched, because you do have women who followed Yahushua who actually believed. You know what I'm saying? So who knows, man? I told her, I said, hey, you might be in a very good case, because it's very rare that you have 2 sons who actually, you know, do this work. You know what I'm saying? Back to back like that. Like, it's like, wow. You know, and then now she's starting to see how the spirit works. So now she's like, yo, this is like, we're dealing with some heavy stuff. Whatever these guys are saying is true. So she talks to me and she goes, oh, that power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua that you serve is the true God. I said, wow, that's it. It's over with. I said, Kolo Yah Ba'ashem Yahushua. What more do you need to know? This lady, yo, brothers who know us, our camp, Men of Valor, they know the shit we've been through since we came into this truth with that lady. So for her to say that, and I told my brother, I said, did I not tell you that she's going to confess the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua by the end of this year? And that's exactly what happened. Right at the end of this year, she confessed the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. And she said, that is the true God. She said, your God that you worship is the true God, man. She said, I've never seen anything like this before in my life. The things that happened between you, your brother, the past year, I've never seen anything like this in my life before, man. She said, that name, that God, she said, that same God that's been holding you to your hands since you were born till today, keep on worshiping that God. That's what she said. Yes, that's what that lady said, man. The biggest lady that came against everything we telling her this is gonna happen. She said, nah, I'm not trying to hear that. I'm not trying to hear that. Just focus on school. Forget about all this Bible stuff. Now she's confessing the name of the power that we worship. Guess what? That's going to be everybody else very soon, man. Okay? When everyone starts seeing the power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, people going to start listening. Let's get that. People going to start listening, because when she saw a little glimpse, now she believes. You see how easy it is for people to believe? Now you wait and see, because she got it from a good thing. People going to start believing the power of the Lord when bad things start happening to them. Okay? When bad things start happening to them, man. Okay? Let me see if I can pull that precept up. I was thinking of a precept, it just ran off, but it'll come back to me. Okay? The power that we serve his name is being blessed right now in our household, man. The same name that this lady will never even call upon. She didn't want to hear that. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. She would never say it. She would say anything else but that. But now she's calling upon that name, saying that, yo, keep on going. She said he's going to keep on holding your hand till the end. She said, as long as you keep your faith, the God that you worship, the God of the Bible that you and your brother worship, keep on going. She said, now I'm a part of it. She said, whatever you guys do, I'm going to support it 100%. I said, wow. Wow. This lady saying this? Come on, bro. And I told my brother, I said, yo, the time comes when this lady starts confessing the name of the Lord, you know we at the end. And this happened this year, this month. Was it last week? It just happened while we're about to switch into 2023. So all the signs are pointing to that. It's pointing to chaos that's coming, okay? But ultimately, man, over the past 2 years or so, it's been tough for everyone. All right, especially the household of faith. It's been tough on all of us. But guess what? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua is using it as a test to build us up. All right, it talks about gold being tried in the furnace of adversity. Okay, so we are that gold, man. You know, the elect is a big number. It's not just 144,000. All right, when you read Revelation 7 and 9, it talks about innumerable multitude. That innumerable multitude is really the main event. Okay, these are the key. All right, the chosen ones that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua sent his prophets down to gather. Okay, so really, 144,000 is just the kings who are going to be governing the elect of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua's people. Okay? Because everything starts with Israel, but you have the elect of Israel. You have the Israel, you have Israel, and you have the Israel of God. The Israel of God is made of men, women, and children who are being protected by the 144,000 kings. Okay? So we have a role to play, but we are not the main event, so to speak. We are a big part of the main event, but we are not the main event. The main event is really the whole house, all right? Starting with the elect. But it really goes down to who Yahweh Shem Yahshua is about to save. And let's get that. Okay, so you brothers and sisters, man, hey, it's not a bad thing. If you're not a prophet, that's okay. Guess what? As long as you believe wholeheartedly, Yahweh Shem Yahshua is with you. Okay, especially in 2023 as we go into, man, the Lord is making a clear separation between us and the world. Okay, let's get that. All right, and then we're going to close it out. I just want to, again, once again, just do a testimony to show you. Don't lose your faith, man. No matter what you go through in life, no matter who's with you or who's not with you, Yahweh Shem Yahshua, if you stay faithful to him, he will always be faithful to you. No matter what. No matter what, man. Like, yo, I pray to the Lord every day about everything. Then guess what? He listens to everything. Then I told my brother, I said the biggest key to get your prayers answered is by being specific. When you're speaking to the Lord, make it personal. Speak to him directly. Lord, this, and that. Don't go around saying, Lord, if you could bless me with some money. That's like you going to your pops and saying, Lord, Dad, can I get some money? He's going to ask you, how much do you want? What do you need it for? This and that. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to give the Lord specifics. You got to give the Lord specifics, all right? If you want those prayers answered. Okay? There's a book of Matthew chapter 24, and this is who the elect, this is who Yahushua is coming back for. Matthew 24 verse 29, it says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and we're entering into the days of tribulation. All right, that's why I had to do this video, because I want to show you that no matter what you go through, no matter what we're about to face in 2023, if you call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you will be delivered. Now, you notice, over the past 6 months, the Lord is making a clear separation between the house of David and the house of who? The 2/3. Okay? You notice these other camps, they don't want to call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You know why? Because they're not coming in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. A lot of them got the 501c3 shit going on. So they all sold out. When the apostles and brothers are talking about these people took the bag, they took the 501c3. And it comes with so many different perks. Okay? But at the same time, they know that the spirit in which they're coming in is not clean. That's why they can't come in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's a curse onto them, man. You got to think about it spiritually. How come we come out and call upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua and teach with the names, okay? And tell them, yo, why are you not calling the name, the true name of the Heavenly Father? Why you niggas keep calling him Jesus Christ and God and all these different things? What's the matter, man? What's stopping you from calling upon the name of the Lord? And I was like, man, you know why? Because I'll be afraid if I came in talking about the scriptures and not being sincere. I'll be scared for my life. Why? Because I know I'm going off. If I'm coming in here saying Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but yet I'm not being honest and sincere, I know what's coming for me. So that's the same spirit they in, no matter what you do, okay? If you coming in the name of some other God, like what these other guys are doing, well, guess what? Those who follow them, they're going to be destroyed. But if you come in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, like the true men are doing, guess what? If you call upon that name, you're going to be delivered, okay? And the deliverance is only coming for who? The elect. Those are the ones that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given the names, okay, which is unto salvation. Okay, so not everyone can have that name. So don't fret. When you got these other guys who they have a hard time calling upon Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is because they can't. All right, the spirit is not on them to call upon that name. Why? Because they're not of the elect. That's why. Because only the elect are gonna call upon that the true name of the Heavenly Father. That's it. Okay, you got all these guys. They got different philosophies, different shit. Guess what? They're not of this fold. So leave them be. Okay, Yahushua said there's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth. He said, well, he's going to cut them off as part of the hypocrites. Okay, so there's judgment coming regardless. You just don't want to be a part of it. Okay, so it says Matthew 24 verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. Verse 30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. For what? Verse 31, and he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, meaning the east, west, north, and south, or what? The directions of the earth, the compass, right? And one, it says, from one end of heaven to the other. Okay? So, bro, you got brothers in different parts of the world. They're gonna receive salvation if they're of the elect. Brothers and sisters, so on and so forth. A brother might have his whole family. The Lord might deliver you. Remember, the elect is a very huge amount of people. Is in the millions. Okay? The elect is in the millions. All right? A very few number, but a large number if you really look at it. All right? So ultimately, that's the most special people on the planet Earth. If you're of the elect, you're the most special people on the face of the earth, man. Okay? The Most High loves you above his he loves his nation, and then within his nation he loves the people, the certain people in his nation that he loves above everybody else. So they get special treatment. Okay? It's because of the elect, that's why the Lord sent us down here. Okay, so that should tell you something. All the prophets of old came down to speak for what? For the deliverance of ultimately the elect, because they talk about destruction and they talk about deliverance. But ultimately the fulfillment of the prophecy of deliverance happens only for the elect. And the destruction of the prophecy of destruction only happens for what? The 2/3 and the rest of the wicked ass people over here. Okay? So regardless, there's two things that's happening. Salvation and destruction. And salvation is only for the elect. Destruction is for everybody else who's not of the elect. Okay? And it starts with the MOTB when it comes out. That's the biggest part of the temptation. Now, if you pass that temptation, you know you're good. Okay? But remember, the testimony, just remember everything brothers went through was a testimony. At the end of the day, I told the Lord, I said, Lord, I know this is going to be a huge testimony. And guess what? I left a lot of stuff out. Because if I was to go on throughout and give a lot of details, yo, you know what I'm saying? We'll be here for days. All right? We'll be here for days, man. But, you know, whatever, hey, it is what it is, man, you know. But that was just a little testimony I wanted to share with brothers and sisters, all right? To let you know, man, keep the fight, okay? No matter what happens, keep the fight, man. Don't ever forget the power that we serve, all right? Esau going to test you. He going to test everyone. But guess what? There's a test, all right, that everybody else is not going to pass except for the elect, okay? So just pray, Yahweh Shemi Shai keep us strong in these times, man. All right, 2023 is right at the door. And we know what was planned for 2023, okay? There's a lot of numerology that ends up with 666, okay? So we'll see, but ultimately we know Yahweh Shemi Shai got us, okay? And as long as we keep our faith, we'll be fine, all right? We'll be just fine. All right, so I'm gonna leave it off there, Lord willing, be edified. Like I said, it's just gonna be a testimony, all right? Maybe, you know what, before I end off, let me see if I could pull up a quick few precepts brothers and sisters might have posted, or brothers might have posted. Okay. Nice. Right here. Strive for the masteries 144. Said Ezra chapter 9 verse 8. It says, and now for a little space grace hath been shewed from Yahweh our power, to leave us a remnant to escape. Exactly. The remnant is the elect, right? To leave us a remnant to escape, and to give us a nail in his holy place. Oh boy, hold on. In his holy place, that our power may lighten our eyes and give us a little reviving in our bondage. You see that? And that's the blessings that the Lord gave us throughout this year. Okay, and the testimony I just gave, that no matter where you come from, no matter where you at, no matter where you think you at, as long as you keep your faith in Yahweh Shemi Shai, it'll provoke miracles, man. All right, think of all the great men of old. Think of all the miracles Yahweh Shemi Shai did for us. Think of all the times that we faced adversity, and he always came through. Think of all those days, man. Guess what? Those same spirits are back here again. We're living those days of testimonies all over again, man. All right? Familiar spirits coming back all over again. Good and bad. Good and evil. Okay? So know the difference. All right? That's why you have discernment. Okay? In order to tell the difference between a grapefruit and an orange, you got to have discernment. All right? Only a fool will look at a lemon and an orange and say it's the same thing until he tastes it. Then he's like, oh, shit, nah, hold up. All right? So you want to be the children of the house of faith. Okay? Those who have that wisdom, that eye salve. Okay? That ultimately, the unction from Yahweh Shemi Shai. So that's why we'll be able to tell the difference between who's the fake and who's the real. Okay? And the real ones have been telling us since day one what the MOTB is, the hour of temptation, and so on and so forth, man. All right? And those of us who listened, we're going to lead a great life as we wait for Yahweh Shemi Shai. But the rest, hey, to hell with you. All right? To hell with you, man. All right, so I'm gonna leave it off there, Lord willing, you be edified. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rucha Kodash, the Wadi Ha, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and until next time, Shalom. Much love, Shalom.